Welcome back, everybody, to Dashing with Flash. Welcome, everybody. At the top of the video here, like, subscribe, comment, share, all that stuff. So, I'm going to be shooting from the hip here mostly. Quite frankly, most of my videos I shoot from the hip, if I'm being honest. I don't really do a lot of preparation. I just kind of go. I have an idea in my head and I just go with it. This video, as you've noticed by the title, giving my thoughts on Bentley Koup, Mr. DoorDash Diaries himself. Quick background on myself, if you don't already know. I did a lot of rideshare, most of 2019, full-time with Lyft. I've done food delivery since whatever month of last year, October-ish, something like that, up until now, part-time. So I have an experience here in the gig economy, almost 2,000 rides with Lyft, or over 2,000. I lost count and I don't feel like looking it up. And how many of our hundreds of deliveries between DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats. So, that being said, in the early days where I started food delivery, I started to come across YouTube content as I wanted to expand my knowledge. One of the first people, one of the biggest names at the time, was DoorDash Diaries, Bentley Koup. And I got a lot of good information from him. And from him, you just stumble across other people that are there. You know, your driver Mike and DoorDash Dad, Pedro DoorDash Santiago, who grew like wildfire, UDM. And then from there, you find even more people within the little pockets of the community, like Hannibal is Hungry, Blake, more finance, Gig Lebowski. So, to this point now, and then I've started to do my own content. And I say all that to say, I have my opinions. Most of the people in this community are pretty positive. Even DoorDash Dad, in his ways, he comes across a lot of negative situations. That doesn't make him negative by default. He just happens to talk about this stuff that happens to him, or point out negative things in the community, specifically DoorDash. Because there isn't a laundry list of positivity floating around DoorDash. Over the course of time recently, I said before, I got a lot of good information from DoorDash Diaries. Got a lot of good information from Bentley. And then over the course of time, while I started watching some of the other channels, I didn't go to him as much. I started supporting some of the other channels on the come up, as he was already the biggest name, and I was already subscribed to him. No reason to, I jump in, watch a couple videos here and there. And then what started to happen was his content got some of it very DoorDash friendly. And DoorDash friendly in a way where he stopped pointing out, or maybe he never did, but I noticed that he wasn't pointing out any faults of DoorDash, unlike a lot of the other content creators in the community. And I left out Nugs from before. Shout out to Nugs. So it led me to believe that there may be something going on behind the scenes. Now, to my knowledge, from what I've learned, again, without digging and doing all the research in the world, he's come out and said that he's not on the DoorDash payroll, and DoorDash doesn't give him any funds, or whatever the case may be. And of course, that would be something somebody would say if they were told not to say they were on the payroll. So again, who's to believe? Again, he's the only one that really knows. Whether we believe him or not is a different story. My problem, and these are my personal thoughts, removing myself from the situations going on with the community. He's got his thing going on with DoorDash Dad, and he's dragging other people's names through it. He's aggressively cocky sorry about that. He's aggressively cocky in a way that is not healthy for the community, and he doesn't care. Guys like him, they're just cocky, they're brash, they don't care what people think, they say what they want to say, and they poke out their chest and, hey, look at me, look at my subs, look at my views, look at my likes, yada yada yada. And that's all well and good, but I think overall, you say you're about one thing, but then you do something else, which is the definition of being a hypocrite. I just don't vibe with people that, I guess, aren't humble. It's okay to be, what's the word? Confident. Confidence is healthy. It's healthy to be confident. It's healthy to be sure of yourself. There's a fine line between confidence and cockiness. And he is on the other side of the line, in my opinion. That's just my opinion from what I can see. Because, you know, he gets on his stories, he's going after DoorDash dad, he's going after Pedro. For what reason? I have no idea. And it's weird. And then, you know, he said that thing where it's like, where he's like, I don't know who Pedro is. Yeah, you do know who Pedro is, because if you didn't know, you wouldn't say that. So it's blatantly obvious that you do know. It's very irritating seeing stuff like that. I don't know. I don't want to rant on for very much longer, but I just wanted to get that out there because we're all giving our opinions on this thing right now. And I didn't watch his last video, the one where he pretended like he was crying in the beginning, whatever the case may be. We all knew that was going to be a joke, but I watched like 40 seconds of it, and I'm just like, I don't think I could watch him anymore. Because I watched all of the video before that, where he talked about and I mentioned that in my last video, go check that out, where he talked about, you know, what orders we should be taking, blah, 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 blah. Hannibal is Hungry did a whole video about it, and I watched it just so I could get in the conversation. And then I'm like, his attitude is just too much in a negative fashion. He may think he's not being negative, or maybe he does, but he says otherwise, but we're all the rest of us understand that something different is happening. Again, I'm not gonna go on and on about it. That's all I gotta say about it. Hopefully him and DoorDash dad can resolve whatever it is that they got going on. You know, DoorDash dad is just kind of, he comes out and most of his stuff is in response to something Bentley says, from what I can tell. He doesn't have to respond, but he does, and that's his choice. And we can't knock him for his choice. He's a grown man. We're all grown folks in this community. Some of us just maybe act like we're still in high school. You know, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'm 38. I left high school a long time ago. It's like 20 years. Oh my goodness. But nevertheless, hey, if you want to keep the conversation going, let's keep it going. If not, it is what it is. Comment, just say how you feel. We can move right along back into the positivity, because we're gonna get out here. Today is, for me recording this, it's Wednesday. Let's go out here trying to make some money. You guys get out there, try to make some money. And as I always tell you, be profitable. Like, subscribe, share. And I'll catch you guys next time. This is Dashing with Flash. Peace out.